And welcome back to the Daily Wrap. Apparently it's not happy time, but it is time for Yay or Nay. First up, rather strange news coming from Capitol Hill as a sitting U.S. Senator now suggesting using RICO laws be applied to global warming skeptics. Yes. Democratic Senator Sheldon Whitehouse of Rhode Island, and with a last name like that, why not run for president like everybody else, compared global warming skeptics to tobacco companies and cited a 2006 legal decision that found those companies to participating in racketeering. Should global warming skeptics be prosecuted, and will you represent them, Heather Hansen?
If they were prosecuted, I would represent them. They absolutely should not. It is ridiculous. Whenever we want to have these debates about important issues, it turns into just shut up, I don't want to listen to you, I have my own points. It's free speech, First Amendment, no, they should not be prosecuted.
You're surprised we're trying to shut down the debate as much as we hear, like, look, it's a done deal and to discuss it is ridiculous.
And I have to go back and hear what he said, because Sheldon Whitehouse is usually a bit more sensible than that. Obviously, if that's what the suggestion was, no, I don't agree with that.
Maybe a little hyperbole. No.
He's relatively far left on the issue of global warming. Yeah. Look, the left, or the Soviets rather, thought that they had perfect free speech. They just didn't allow you to lie. They had their own notion of what the truth was, and this is a variant of that.
I like how you worked in that left and Soviets, and that was good.
Well, I do it a lot, actually.
I'm not surprised.
Kind of my thing.
So, more trouble for 2016 hopeful Hillary Clinton. Apparently, the former Secretary of State had trouble filling seats at a private women's-only event in Midtown Manhattan on Monday. The event, called Conversation with Hillary Clinton, hosted by Silda Spitzer, wanted to bring in 135 powerful women at almost $27,000 per person, but when the deadline approached, only 50 tickets had been sold, so they opened the event up to us men. So aside from the fact that Clinton wasn't able to get 125 wealthy liberal women in Manhattan, because there's none of those around, to attend her event, are gender-only events a good idea, Heather Hansen?
Absolutely not. It's ridiculous on either side to cut out a whole gender or any number of people from any of your events, especially when you're trying to raise money.
I got to make a clarification. It wasn't 27,000. That would be grossly illegal. It was 2,700.
2,700.
Yeah, which is the max you can contribute. Still a lot of money, and still true that they couldn't sell out the tickets they wanted to.
Okay.
They did have to invite guys. I don't care if they have a all women thing. I think the bigger story is she couldn't sell out the tickets.
It's not smart. I'm not saying they can't do it. It's just not the smartest.
Noah?
Yeah, I tend to agree with all that. I don't really have a big opinion on whether or not they should or shouldn't be doing that. But, it is a bit of an embarrassment.
Let's move on. Apparently the best way to avoid an Armageddon-level cyber attack is to barely have the internet in your country, like North Korea. When the United States tried to take down North Korea's nuclear weapons program about 5 years ago, we went about it the way most things are done these days, with a computer virus, like in the movie Independence Day, when we put it in a mothership and it eventually, well, anyway. But the communist nation barely has the internet in the first place. And what they do is have, well, more outdated and isolated kind of internet, like my Atari 2600. So, the attack was a complete failure. Should we all go back to using technology of the 70s for safety's sake? Yay or nay? This will be quick, Noah.
No, probably not. But we should be hardening things against electronic attack.
Absolutely.
Right.
So they pull off Sony, but then they don't even have an internet for us to attack. It's so unfair. Quickly.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. It's not worth going backwards.
Right.
Was that video from Call of Duty?
It was, as a matter of fact.
It was.
We couldn't get the
real
real
thing. It was familiar looking.
So we went with Call of Duty. And finally, and possibly most importantly tonight, TallyWhackers is officially open for business. We told you about this new restaurant, dubbed the Male Hooters, back in May. TallyWhackers is, quote, for anyone who desires a fun atmosphere, amazing food, outstanding talent, those are Heather's words, and a little eye candy. Speaking of little eye candy, we have a latest staff photo here. Let's put that up real quick, guys. Look at that, boy. And look at the three guys in the middle. Rick, you look tremendous. And Noah, I didn't know you would apply, but you got to get to a gym a little bit more. I mean, look at our
Actually, Noah's looks real. That's the thing.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Fun. I got a nice tribal tattoo, too.
This is true.
I like her in Tijuana.
Yeah, and I loved your bracelet there, by the way. So anyway, we have to go because we have a shift to get to, the night shift. And Heather, of course, is a good tipper.
I'm a good customer.
Yeah, so we've heard. Anyway, thank you, panel. Great job tonight. This is called Ending on a Very Light Note. And thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Joe Concha. Newsmax Prime with J.D. Hayworth. That's next. Thanks for joining.